In this video, we'll walk through installing a commercial horizontal spring pivot hinge system. This method uses surface-mounted hardware and an optional jamb-mounted bracket. This video will demonstrate installation with the jamb-mounted bracket. Door recessing is required for top and bottom pivots. Make sure all components are square, plumb, and securely fastened to create your finished opening. Measure 1 3/4 inches from the hinge side jamb into the opening as the center line of the top pivot. Mark your location. Pre-drill holes for the pivot cap mount. And install the top pivot cap directly to the surface of the head jamb. Place the pivot socket to the top of the door and mark the pre-drill holes. Pre-drill holes. Attach the pivot socket to the top of the door. Then drop a plumb line from the pivot point to the floor. This line will guide the placement of the bottom components. Position the optional jamb bracket on the side jamb directly beneath the bottom hinge location. Mark the center line of the jamb bracket. Align it with the plumb line and make sure it is perfectly vertical. Mark your pre-drill holes for the bracket to the jamb. Pre-drill holes into the jamb. And secure the bracket to the jamb. Align the bottom hinge with the required cutout on the bottom of the door. Mark to pre-drill holes. Pre-drill holes for the hinge into the door. Now you can secure the hinge to the bottom surface of the door. Both installers lift the door from horizontal on floor to vertical standing position. Set the top of the door onto the pivot first. Then slide the bottom of the door toward the jamb until the hinge rests on the optional jamb bracket. Check that the door is plumb. Secure it to the optional jamb with screws to lock the door into position. Use the hex key or spanner working the spring tension adjustment nut. Adjust the spring tension to control the closing speed and ensure the door returns to center. Test the door to confirm smooth operation in both directions. Mount the side plate. Install any required cover plates. Use a level to straighten the plate. Repeat by installing the second plate on the opposite side of the door. Level and finish mounting the inner plate. Install any trim or casing around the opening. Make sure it does not interfere with the door swing or hinge movement. Your commercial horizontal spring pivot hinge is now installed and ready for use.